The title of this one is Reducing Our Risk of Dementia. And as you may know, those of you that are here know about this book, You Can Fix Your Brain. The first thing I want to talk about is your kitchen. What do you do in the kitchen? And if you've read the book or if you've heard me speak before, this one will be a repeat, but it's to make sure that everyone knows this. And that is, get the plastic storage containers out of the kitchen. Give them to your husband to store nails in the garage. Because when you put food in a plastic container, the next day the food has phthalates in it. Phthalates are the chemicals that mold plastic, and those chemicals leach out of the containers into the food. Plastic wrap around your food, same thing. The phthalates leach out of them. There is no study that says the amount of phthalates that are leaching into the food is toxic to humans. And I agree, there is no study that says that. However, when you cannot detoxify and get rid of the toxic chemicals you're exposed to, they accumulate in your body. And phthalates are a family of chemicals called endocrine disrupting chemicals, means they alter your hormones. And where they accumulate are in the estrogen and testosterone loving cells. That's, for example, the breasts and the testicles. That is a major reason why between 1974 and 2011, in that 37-year period, there has been a 59% reduction in sperm count in healthy men. Healthy men, not infertile men. Now, numbers, we're numb to numbers. That doesn't mean anything to us. Until you learn, scientists worry about extinction of the species at 72%. And we've lost 59% in 37 years. What do you think is going to happen in the next 20 years, right? Phthalates are a contributor. They're a major category of endocrine disrupting chemicals that we accumulate in our body. And when you can no longer detox and get rid of them, they accumulate. Now that detox and get rid of them concept is called loss of tolerance, loss of oral tolerance. Things that we're taking in, our body cannot tolerate, and then the immune system gets activated. Or in this case, the immune system can't get rid of these toxic chemicals, so they accumulate in your body. This is the reason why the incidence of celiac disease has gone up fivefold since 1974. Fivefold increase around the world, fivefold. The reason is that we have so many toxic chemicals that we're exposed to, so many on a daily basis. And then they said children, toxic chemicals have a much greater effect on children than they do on adults. They have a more immature immune system. They have a larger respiratory rate. They're inhaling more. The impact is greater on kids. And then they said, this is in the journal, the policy statement, it's 247 pounds of toxic chemicals per person per day that are being dumped into the United States. 247 pounds per person per day. Of the 340 or 350 million people in the US, multiply it by 247 pounds, and you get 27 trillion pounds of toxic chemicals. And that's the amount that's being imported or produced in the United States every year. So please share this with your family and friends if you think it's of value. And I'll see you next week at the same time. Thank you so much. See you next week, folks. Bye-bye.